first part of the day involves filling the water dishes for the ducks. We try to remember to empty them out before we go to bed each night, just so we don't breed mosquitoes. So they're typically dumped and rinsed out and just left laying upside down so that we can just refill them in the mornings. It takes a little over 10 minutes to fill all of the dishes here in the duck yard itself. And you'll notice here that I had not dumped and rinsed the night before, so we still have the leftover muddy, dirty water sitting in the containers overnight. I've got this sped up just because I can't imagine that anybody would find any enjoyment in watching someone fill water bowls for more than 10 minutes. They also have a little pond just outside of the pen, but we've drained it, and I've got to buy some new filter media for the Skippy filters that we use before I refill it. Otherwise, it's just dirty like within a day. And when I've got good filter media that can collect all of the gunk that the ducks load into the pond, it'll stay clean for 4 or 5 weeks before we have to do a partial change out and clean the pumps. So I'm getting close to being finished with all the water. And as you can see, I've got various sized dishes. We have different sized ducks. They do have to have water that's deep enough for them to dunk their whole heads, because a lot of what they do involves digging in the dirt and through the leaves, and they'll get dust and debris caught in their nares, their little nostrils, and around their eyes, and they've got to be able to keep those flushed and clean throughout the day, since that's how they find a lot of their food. This big tub is one that I generally will find the geese taking turns soaking in. They don't have to have water as deep for swimming as the ducks do, but they do like to wade, and they do like to play in the water. So next, before I let them out of the pen, I put out their feed. I alternate. Right now I'm just giving them flock raiser pellets. It's a little bit higher protein than the Missouri waterfowl maintenance that I usually feed, but it helps with feather conditioning and just gives them a little bit of a boost of protein. The geese do need a little bit more protein than the ducks, so I feel like alternating the feeds has been a great way to keep everybody happy and healthy. I go through about a 50-pound bag of feed every 6 days. To the feed, I add in the mornings and evenings fresh and or thawed frozen vegetables. That helps stretch my food for them, and they just really like it. It's great treats, healthy for them, and helps with hydration. As waterfowl, ducks and geese do have to have a lot of access to water and have foods that will provide them with moisture. These are the girls that tend to be overbred most often by my males. And so in the mornings, just so they can have a little bit of peace and actually get to eat before the boys decide it's time for fun, I feed them in that crate. That's where they stay overnight too. Mulder likes to come in. It's funny, he developed this little routine a long time ago. After he's picked at some of the food outside, he likes to come into the pen and have a little bit of food just to himself.
Mulder, come on.
He's the patriarch of the flock. He's the grandfather of the new goslings that hatched here over Easter 2022. and the father of the 4 goslings that hatched here 2 springs ago. It's not unusual for me to find a girl on a nest in the pen when I first go to look for eggs, so I just have to go back once she's gone. Not a lot of eggs lately. It's just too hot, I think, or they're laying out by the big pond in the back when I let them out. Thanks for watching. This is how I start my morning every morning. It's very therapeutic. It's not too hot yet, so I enjoy being outside right now. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are.